Right, so now for a Tesco haul. Yeah, I've got my glasses on. I'm very tired, and I was going to write on the packaging, but I'm going to go from receipt. So hopefully there's not going to be too much glare off glasses. I haven't put the ring light on, just so I thought, you know, as it does glare off. So we went to a couple of places. The story about today is our son's got holiday today. He's got a couple of days off now because he's got to use some holidays. So he's got a couple of breaks coming up. Hubby sort of woke the household up about 10 to 7, realising he couldn't find his phone and wanted to know, because he rang the main line, wanted to know if left his phone here, but he would have to go out to the car and everything. He had a scout around the car, but he didn't excuse me, knew whether he dropped his phone because it wasn't where he was supposed to, because when he gets to work he puts it in a certain place. And yes, it was left plugged in on charge on the sofa. So our son woke up because the phone went, and so he says, oh, we'll just get out. We had planned to wait till sort of 9:30 time, you know, when the traffic hopefully was died down, because we had some errands to run. I was going to go to Hobbycraft, but change of plans, not too bothered about going. It was only because he wanted to go that side of town, because he had to go into work briefly to sort something out. So we was out the door just before 7 this morning. We had to go to one part of town to take hubby's mobile phone. Then we went to our son's work, because he had to spend a couple of minutes there to sort something out. And then we ended up at Tesco's, which is back another side of town. So yeah, we did it in a loop, so it wasn't too bad, but it is really, really cold. Our heating was the lowest it's been. I thought it was low yesterday, and hubby said we're going to have to start putting the heating on auto, and then it comes on usually about 5:15 in the morning. So anyway, let's do this Tesco haul. This is Vlogmas, so do excuse if I rub it on, because it's not straightforward hauls, as I said, but there's going to be a lot of food hauls coming through. We've got Lidl and Aldi on the list, so they may be at the weekend. So first of all, the Tesco cheese ball snacks for 300 grams. Now, I'm sure this wasn't the price there, and I quickly looked, because they don't take the deductions off until at the end, and there's no deduction on the crisp. I'm sure they weren't this, but they were £1.65. Yeah, £1.65. So there we go. So it's this large bag, which is 300 grams, which isn't too bad, but I was there, keep checking all the dates as well. So I'm keeping that one up for Christmas. So that was £1.65 for 300 grams, which I didn't think was too bad, which is about a little bit cheap, because on average it's like 150, 180 grams for the party bags. Next we've got the bacon potatoes. We're going to do steak tonight, but I hadn't defrosted it because I had that butcher's on Saturday. But because we went into Tesco's and son there, taxi service, had the car, so I picked some bacon potatoes up to do jacket potatoes. So we'll have the steak meal tomorrow. I haven't forgotten, because I know there was a request on pricing up meals. I have got some, and then we came into Vlogmas, so I'm not sure if I'll incorporate them. I might do that on Vlogmas as well. So, and the potatoes were £1.85. I'm trying to put them over there. And then the next thing we've got is salt and vinegar 12s, £1.65. Again, I'm not sure. Our son picked that up, so he likes these, which is quite a bag, 225 grams. So I'm not too bad, I don't think, for those. Right, then we have got, these were £2. He said he liked this. I'm sure this sort of thing we normally get from Aldi or Lidl. Maybe if someone can comment. It's these German spiced sort of biscuits, cookies, whatever. And these were £2 for 600 grams. So I thought that was pretty good price for this. So we're hoping to go to Lidl and Aldi maybe at the weekend. I'm not sure. So maybe, you know, you can comment if you've seen these. These were £2, said for 600 grams, but I thought that was pretty good. Coronation chicken, because we've changed our menu for tonight, was £3. Now this has gone up. I keep saying that, don't I? Even for the larger one, it's usually about £2.70, so it's gone up 30p in a matter of a week or something. This is 450 grams. We like that with the jacket potatoes. So we got the grated cheese, that was £2.50. So that was it. So again, for the jacket potato meal. This one I'm on the fence about, but again, it's got a decent date on it. 5th of January, well, yeah. And I've got a lot of these, as I picked some up from Asda. And this was £1. This is the cheese with chocolate and orange. You like to try these things, don't you? Sometimes we have a cheese testing, as if there's quite a few of us, you know, and we try them. So that's that one, and that was £1. We do like the chive one, and we like the cranberry one. So yeah, that was something a bit different. I don't think we've ever tried that before. Then we've got some pork luncheon meat. That was 86p. Not a bad date, 20th December. Sometimes that's why, if I've got somebody available, I like to go out and pick these things up. That's for 250 grams. Asda's I found pretty good as well. We've got the potato salad. They were 79p each. Eastman's, we've got one for today and one for tomorrow. One's got the 14th of December, one's got the 16th. So we've got one today, that's going to be with a jacket potato meal. And then we've got one to have with the steak, beef steak. I probably will have the pork steak because the other guys are not actually keen on pork. I don't very often purchase it, but it was part of the family box, and I like pork. So when we get that sort of thing, I have the pork and they have the beef. So they were 79p each. Well, I found out that there's a lot of the Molly's make now. I did check the birthday cake, thinking, yeah, it might be a bit early. And the Madeira ones that are normally £3.49 are now £5. I think it was £5.79. We will have one. I was hoping to get it today, but they only had the 9th of December on, so all of them, so there was no way I was going to get that, so I'll just have to keep an eye on it. He does prefer the Madeira rather than the chocolate, and it's just got a little bit of icing and the sprinkles on, so it's not got all that marzipan or all that thick icing, because I think I've commented before, a lot of people, they're nice, the fancy cakes and everything, I couldn't understand it, but there's a hell of a lot of icing, not really good for you anyway. But I've noticed most people pick it up and leave it. They want the sponge, so yeah, probably be just as well. And I've got one in the freezer actually. Is a Victoria sandwich and stick candles in it. Probably that would have done better actually. You never know, it might happen. I actually got a different make of crackers. Now, I've brought this up so many times, and I know I've tried shop brands, but they've all been out of stock. It's been Jacobs. I'm not knocking Jacobs, and I love it. Normally, I get the festive box and everything, the mixture, because I do like the mixture of crackers, but the guys just like plain crackers. It's not that they don't like them, they just prefer the plain. And sometimes I suppose with all the fancy cheeses we're having, yes, I've managed to get some. It's not Tesco's mate, which is normally what I've got. This is Barber, and these were 55p each, so I thought that was a pretty good deal, and I picked up 4 of those, and that is for 300 grams. Again, we're going into Lidl and Aldi. Comment, you know, I've not had any come back and said they didn't like a particular brand of cracker. I think because the cheeses are so strong anyway, or very strong normally. So yeah, Barber 55p for 300 grams. I've had Tesco's mate before. Again, Molly's range. I'm trying this. Normally have the birthday cakes, but that's on hold at the moment. So we've got the chocolate chip cookies. We had Astor's and they were fine, especially when they dunk them in the teas and everything. Sometimes I think, you know, it's not really worth buying a lot for a biscuit. You know me. I'm not trying to be stingy here, but I keep saying you have to cut the pennies where you can. So this is 250 grams. This was 55p, so we thought we'd try these. And again, I'm probably going to go a bit out of order here. We have got the digestives as well. I'm trying to find out where they are. I can't see it at the moment, but we have, I'll probably come find it. We got the Molly's digestives. We had the essential range, and hubby liked them, especially because he likes to dunk his biscuit in a cup of tea. I think there might have been 55 or 69p. I'm not sure. I'll probably have to come back to that. So the next item is cheese twists. I haven't had these for a while. These were 69p and 125 grams. Again, on my list to check Aldi and Lidl for certain things. Now, you know me, mince pies. I've got Tesco's brand. I've purchased Astor's brand. Or no, they didn't have the essential range and things like that. I'm sure it is. So I've got quite a few boxes. But then I happened to pick two more up. I'm sure I had these last year as well. Tesco's. We do warm these up and have them with squirty cream. My go-to, again, if I have an unexpected guest, these were 99p. I only picked up 2 boxes. I was planning, but I think I've got, I don't know, 8 or 9 boxes already without these 2. So it could be 10 boxes now. But there you are. So they were 99p each. So I thought that was a really good price. Right, Tesco Fit biscuits, that was pretty good. 49p. All the family like those. We got some sausage rolls. They were 95p. I like to warm those up. I like them with tomato sauce, but I might have mine with coronation chicken, grated cheese, cooked meats with my jacket potatoes. So they were 95p. And Tesco roast seasoning, potato seasoning, you know, 84 grams each. I probably did get a text message, but our son picked it up, says, oh, Dad said, could we have some more potato seasoning, especially for Christmas and New Year. We get through a lot of this. So I didn't empty the actual shelf. I left a complete cardboard container, and I spent £6.30 on seasoning, and they're 84 grams because they're now £1.5 each instead of the 90p. And yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing. I did get some looks because this is the sort of thing that, you know, sometimes you have difficulty at Christmas. So, you know us, what I tend to do also sometimes, instead of chips, depending on what we have in, so if it's like beans and sausage, and very often we used to have chips, I started doing roast potatoes with seasoning, and they really like it. If I'm going to have them in the oven on to cook my sausages, if I'm doing them in the oven rather than the frying pan, I do roast potatoes as well. I'm trying to think about the gas as well. So that's all the stuffing. And said I don't know what happened. I must have missed the 45p for the digestives. Then I got 2 gifts. I saved £7.15 on the Nivea Men Gift Ready Wash set. So that ended up being £5 £5 something, I think it was. Sometimes it's hard to, you know, look at it. I think it was just over £5. It was originally 13. Yeah, and it's this. I got his and her gift, so I thought that was really good. It comes in the bag, and it's get ready wash kit. You've got the shower gel there. You've got the face wash, and you also got, it looks like a Nivea lip cream. So again, I think it was just over £5. Hadn't worked out my calculations because I had to say this to hubby that sometimes I pause if there's not too much of a queue behind me, you know, when you get the receipt as I'm pulling away, because you make sure that the reductions, even before probably leaving Tesco's, if I have to go to the customer service desk if it hasn't come up right. This one was reduced down to £4.50, I'd like to say. Don't know if it's got the whole, yes. It was originally £10. This is with club card, obviously. £4.50, and I thought this was really sweet. So again, this is hers. So we've got the pomegranate and rhubarb body wash, body lotion, bubble bath. Looks like a, you know, mine's gone a blank. Bath bomb type thing, and looks like a, is it a lip thing, vitamin lip thing for your lips by the looks of it. I think it is. Should have read the back, shouldn't I? No, it's a roll-on fragrance, sorry, roll-on fragrance. I haven't got my glasses on here, but I looked at it and I liked that, and I thought that was really nice. And that's Oliver Thomas, and that's the rhubarb and pomegranate collection. So for £10, believe it or not, I thought that was really good. You've got his and hers gifts, and they're useful. You know, I am not going out my way with a lot of gifts. I'm going to explain this to you. I'm actually more doing a socialised sort of things, you know, games, not necessarily computer games, doing the generation game hopefully type thing on Christmas Eve. We've got hopefully family crafting session and maybe a little bit of a buffet at the weekend, this coming weekend. So doing socialising, get the family together and doing things like that. Yeah, it can mount up, but if I space it out, it's company, it's getting people together and everything, you know, and just have a good time, because sometimes it gets really difficult, especially for the guys, to know what to purchase them. As you know, for our son, a few weeks ago now, we took him to the farm for the weekend, and we paid for the spa swim for him. We also had a takeaway, so we made a big thing of it that particular day, and of course he stayed for the weekend. So I think that pretty much covers it. So I think for £10, so it must have been £4.50 and £5.50, I've got a feeling, looking at it, something like that. I thought for £10, those two gifts for his and hers were really good. That's going to be fun wrapping that one up, but I'm going to have a go. I know there's a way of doing the sweets, of wrapping the sweets up. Hubby did a really good job one year of doing it. Sometimes I brought like silk scarves or something like that. I've even used offcuts of Christmas ribbon I've had that I haven't done anything with, and I've used the material, and then I've put a ribbon on and a tag like that when it's a circular thing. You know, there's different ways. Wrapping will be coming up. Christmas cards, I think I've got them all out, hopefully. They do sit at the side of me just in case, you know, there's the odd one that I've probably forgotten, but yes. So I'm not going to finish my video here. I'm not sure what else we're doing today. We're going to have something to eat and drink, to me, we were in here, I think it was, I mean, it's gone a bit now because I've done this whole, we was home just before 10 o'clock. And to me, it feels about lunchtime. That's why I said about having something to eat, but it's not. So I'm going to leave it here and we'll see if anything else is added on. I'm still doing my basics. I don't always share that because you know what I do anyway. So hopefully I may see you again in a mo. Yes, this may be a strange place to actually share some Christmas mugs. I haven't got as many as I used to have, but I thought I'd share these because I got them, well, I got my son actually to get them down from the high shelf. All my autumn and Halloween mugs have now gone back up. Kept still using them actually. So that's one reason why I'm up here. I've got hopefully some decent light. Plus the guys are downstairs anyway, so I wanted just to finish this video off. I did quite a lot of washing again this afternoon. I've done some ironing. So again, I don't know if you're interested in all that business, but bits and pieces will come through. So this is my mug collection. Not as many as I used to have. Used to have so many mugs. I have got one more. I have got me gingerbread mug, which is not in this collection because there's still a question mark on that. I probably will end up keeping them. In fact, we did have a clear out years ago and I got rid of about 22 mugs. So I haven't got as many as I used to, and all these are actually gifts. I did not purchase one of these. So I'm going to go along with this one first. When I was working, this is from the Disney store. Got Mickey and Snowman and everything, and it's a lovely mug. It's quite heavy and holds quite a lot of drink. Let me put this down so it's get the light. So it's quite a big mug. And this one came with some socks in. I remember that, but I say I must have had this one about 10 years now, so I love this mug. So some of them do last quite a long time. This one came as a set. We had a little mini hamper a fair few years ago, and they came in with that. That someone had made up for us. This both came from I think actually the same person over a couple of years, because this person knew that we liked the red car and truck decor. Let me bring it over here. I'm sure both of these came from Home Bargains and came with a sort of, it was like a chocolate, drinking chocolate sort of gift inside the mug. It's just got Merry Christmas. That particular year, I remember getting a lot of tea towels, especially at the end of the season, with the red car and everything on. So I've got two of those. So that worked out quite well. This is the second one of this one. My son actually replaced it because my other one got smashed. I've had this one about 3 or 4 years now. Costa one. It's got the rubber sort of lid. But it's pottery there. They do tend to run expensive, but I was so upset when my other one got smashed that he did actually replace it the following year. So that one, and I think this one was probably about £10 or £15 if I remember rightly. The last one I got, this one I think was from Poundland. This I got last Christmas when I won a big hamper in bingo, and this mug was actually in it. So except for that sort of you know, the gingerbread mug, I think this is the only mugs I've got. I think I don't think I've missed any. Some mugs I tend to keep out all year round, and then others sort of are seasonal mugs, or I will probably put in a few mugs up in my top cupboard until after Christmas. Now these are coming down into my mug cupboard. I've got something else to show you. It is a musical biscuit thing. I'm not going to move it at this precise time. I know it is in the dark, but I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to finish up with the music from this. It's actually a cookie tin. It came, oh, I'd say maybe 4 years ago from Tesco's. I wanted one of these and they were like £10 or £15, and they come at the base, they came with cookies. But I thought, oh, I'll wait until after Christmas, and if it comes down in price, I'd purchase one. Unfortunately, in my Tesco's, they actually ran out of them. But when I put the fillers out to a good friend of mine, a relative of hers picked not only her one up, because she knew that I wanted one, she picked me one up, and they were down to £5. We both said we only wanted it for the actual tin. So I'm going to finish my video with the sound of the cookie jar. I didn't actually use it last year, so it's definitely coming out this year. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.